Hey everybody, welcome back to More to the Story podcast and show. I am your host, Jada Sharice, and I am back after a long weekend of Blessed and Betrayed. My very first stage play. I had so much fun, and honestly, I'm feeling a little lost without the cast and crew. Shout out to Ramona Smith, Shay Miles, Utopia Records, and all the cast members. Y'all will definitely be hearing from the cast on my show because we are a mess together and I'm sure they're going to keep y'all entertained. But man, opportunities like that make you not want to clock in on a Monday. I am telling you. I loved being on stage and performing. We had 5 shows and I was sold out of books by the 4th show. That's love. Thank you to those who came out and stood in the long lines to pick up brokenness that made me whole. Y'all, I'm really trying to stay humble right now, but I'm super geeked about my new mic. It feels so good investing in myself, and I can finally have guests on my show. Y'all was probably getting tired of me, right? So listen, baby started me off with my first mic and podcast equipment. I'll always thank him for that. He is the reason I was able to start my show. Speaking of him, I got my best friend, my main man. He is here with me tonight. My first guest on the show. I want to introduce you to the love of my life. I'm sure you've heard all about him, especially in Brokenness That Made Me Whole. Baby.
What's going on, everybody? All the listeners out there.
Y'all
know who it is.
Ooh. So let me give you the topics for tonight. I'll be giving you some man versus woman perspectives. I'll also be sharing some things that y'all don't know about us. I know I talk a lot about us, but everything I don't say. So tonight we'll be spilling some secrets and things that you don't know. And then we'll also talk about how we met and some other good stuff. So let me give y'all a little background on how this story started. Y'all know it's always 2 sides, and the second side is always wrong, so I'm going to go first.
Wow.
So how we met at the workplace, and I heard that he was feeling your girl. I mean, what else is no? I'm just kidding. So I heard that he was feeling me, and that was pretty much it. I kind of left it at that, but then we started having these amazing conversations, and he was nothing that I thought he was. Never judge a book by its cover. Lesson learned. Next thing I know, y'all, I was looking for this man at work. Thirsty, but you would never know that. We got to know each other. We had a lot in common, and we built a foundation of friendship. So that is how it really started. He became my best friend, and we were best friends for 2 years. For about 2 years. And then one day, I was at my daddy's house, and something came over me like, I want to be with this man. I was already in love with him, and I'm going to leave it there. What's your story?
You kept that part to yourself, I see.
How did we meet?
Well, we walked past each other a couple times, so...
You mean the first time when you was in the alley? Before work and you was playing on your phone?
That wasn't the first time we met. You was playing games around that time.
We didn't know each other then.
You did, because you walked up and said, well, look who it is.
Okay, but wait, the very first time that we walked past each other.
Don't do it for the viewers. Don't do it for the viewers.
Okay, go ahead with your story. That was rude of me to interrupt you.
It is. So, I remember seeing you, and I was like, who was that girl?
Damn, she fine.
So,
what you mean?
I seen the hairstyle that you had, and I was like, wait a minute, she too beautiful to have that type of hairstyle in her head.
What kind of hairstyle was it?
I don't know.
The one I got right now?
It was similar, but you had like some type of gel and some type of ponytail, and I was like,
yeah, I have natural curls right now just to give y'all a visual.
And I was just like, oh man, like she too pretty for that. So I let it go past. And
wow. We're going to talk about this later. Go ahead, though.
So, y'all getting me in trouble.
I'm just letting go.
So I asked all around, like, who is she talking to? Does anybody know who she talking to? Is she single or anything like that? Everybody just kept telling me, no, she's single. We don't know who she talking to and this and that. So I took it upon myself to just, really show that interest. Start showing her that I was interested, like coming to talk to her more than I usually did, or going to her workstation, just talking to her more. And she got the hints, she got the signs, but one thing didn't lead to another in this type of situation at that time.
All good things come with a process.
It does.
So, what would you say, if you can remember, what was our first interaction? Like, was it a conversation? Did you come to the service station? Did you hand me something? Like, what was it?
It was a small conversation, actually. I just know that I knew who you were, and I just wanted to get to know you a little bit more. But I remember handing you a checkbook, I believe. And you, after I handed it to you, you asked me, like, what's your name? And I told you my name. And then I was like, what's your name? And you told me your name. And then, like,
but you knew my name already, right?
And hold on, let me finish. And things like, we friends now. So then my mind was like, damn, like, about time. Like, and this was like 3 months after I really said, I'm feeling her. But let's go into the story as in, you knew who I was too this whole time.
I didn't know who you was.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Because
I didn't remember your name though. That's why I said, what's your name again? And I was like, okay, we friends now. Okay. And we stayed friends for a long time, didn't we?
Yeah, too long if you ask me.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into what people don't know. So let's give them some fun facts, if you will, about us.
Fun facts. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Here's what you don't know.
I remember when I first knew of you, I instantly started searching Facebook for you. Just like, who is this girl? Like, she just too beautiful. Like, it's something about her. Like, I need to know more about her. And we wasn't friends. I ain't sent no friend requests. I wasn't doing none of that.
Crazy.
So I had the ghost page. So I'm looking at all her pictures. And it's like, I'm mismatching people. I'm thinking her cousin is her mama. It's like when your page private and you got a certain individual that look like, oh, that's probably her mama right there. Or then you see her brothers and sisters. So I'm thinking to myself like, oh, that's her brother and sister.
You was doing homework.
Yeah, I really was, because I had to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the time, it was just like, nah, don't confront her about like, oh, I see you got like three brothers and sisters, but the whole time you got so many cousins, then you so close with them, you think they is your brothers, and then now if I approach you with it, you gonna think like, you been on my Facebook page,
right? Like, what you talking about? How you know all of this?
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go. Something you don't know. Well, he knows, but y'all don't know. I fell in love with him like a year into our friendship, and I think everyone's seen that, even though I never said that. When we were friends, people never saw us as friends. Everybody swear we were in a relationship and you can't tell me XYZ, all this other stuff, but we really were just friends. I think the most we did was hold hands or something, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even know what we was doing holding hands.
Yeah, and we'd do a side hug or we'd do a regular hug, but it was just like, this don't feel too long, so it'll be a 2-second hug or something like that. But deep down, we knew that feeling almost.
Did we know?
You tell me.
Your turn.
So, one thing that you don't know, I remember asking one of the managers about your schedule.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah. I remember asking one of the managers at the time, like, is Jada working today? And they was like, yeah, she's working today. Why did you ask? I was like, wow. I was stuck. I was trying to come up with a lie because I'm thinking they just going to say, oh, you work here, so we're going to tell him that she works today. And so they said, why? So I got caught with it. And it was just like, damn. So I'm thinking, like, what do I say? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, well, she does a great job here. Like, you guys should reprimand her more for the great work that she does every single day. And they was just like, thanks, Tyron. And, I just kept it moving. So I walked off like, damn. That was like, that was not good what I just said. And here I am just asking about you. But at the time, everybody always synced us together, so people knew what it was and why I was probably asking. But
and you meant that they should reward me, right, for my good work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess you know all these things because just to piggyback off of what you said, you know, I was going up to Style to ask your schedule. I was trying to look on the schedule that was on the wall. You know, y'all had y'all schedule on the wall, but I couldn't find your name and I did not know how to read that. And then people started coming up the stairs. So I was like, okay, I'm out of here. So I was checking for you too. Something else y'all don't know. We broke up twice as friends. We were friends and we had breakups. Like, our friendship was stressful and emotional, would you say?
Yeah.
For the most part, it was an emotional roller coaster.
Nothing physical or anything.
Nothing. Just two people in love and fighting it. Yeah, I didn't tell him this until like a year or so later, but we were texting. Everything was cool. He texted me right back in the same minute. I didn't even need to do a double text. And then all of a sudden, I'm not getting no responses. Then I called him. He didn't answer. I don't know what we was on that night, but me and my sis, we got in the car and we drove to his house.
As friends.
As friends. I pulled up to his house, unannounced, with no invitation. Still to this day, though, I don't know if he was there. I seen his car outside, but does that mean that he was there, ladies? So were you there? Because you know what day it was, and I gave you the dates.
If my car was there, then yeah, I was
No, you could have took an Uber or you could have rode with your homies.
Uber wasn't really happening like that at that time.
So where you go? Like, why wasn't you responding to me?
I was asleep.
Were you?
That was 3 years ago.
Okay, baby, it's your turn.
I remember looking up you on Facebook. And I seen that you graduated from DePaul. You were a cheerleader. And I was like, she's a jack of all trades early. Like, she's in school. She has a good job. She's a writer. All the above. And so when I searched you, looked you up, and like DePaul. So I'll Google DePaul cheerleaders from 2014. And there she was with the red lipstick up on her lips.
Which I hate.
Fitting in with the crowd. And I was just like, what? Like, who is this person? This is not the person that I see every day at work. And it's just like.
So I was popped is what you saying for the most part.
I ain't said that.
Yeah,
but
good answer. Can y'all believe that I asked this man for 10 days straight? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Now, don't get it twisted. What I learned is those tables do turn. I'm around here telling my girls, like, yeah, I'm with him. We in a relationship. He hadn't told me yet, but I knew we was together. I mean, if you think about it, we were together since we were friends. But I guess he was trying to play hard to get or whatever. I don't know. What was your problem? Why you make me ask all those times? And at this time, we had a whole bunch of conversations. And we were at the point where we knew we didn't want to be friends anymore. But, yeah. Why you make me wait so long? I kept asking you, so we together? I was done playing. I wanted to be with you. You knew you wanted to be with me. So why did I have to ask you so many times?
I think it was just the build up. Like, we were friends for almost going on 3 years, and just out of the Wentworth, you're ready to be in a committed relationship. And so it's just like, I don't know if she's for real. And I mean, I know that you were for real, but I don't know, like, mentally, like, are you ready for this? Everything that I bring to the table. And it's just like, you know, it was a mental war that I was going through. So it was like, day after day, you would ask me, like, so what's up? And it's just like, I didn't have an answer. And we'll go to sleep and still say we love each other like we were just married or in a relationship every night. I love you too. And it's just like, I mean, you know, you have friends that do that, but that was the type of love, like, I love her. and I love him.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I needed to be sure, like, this is what you really, really wanted. And it was also what we was going through is like me chasing you, and then it became to you chasing me.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, I'm not sure.
And I get that because, as I stated earlier, I just randomly woke up and it was just over me. Like, I really love him and not as a best friend. Like, I want to be with him. And we had so many talks and conversations. And what if we were together? And do you think that we could be together? At the same time, I don't know if we were ready. So it's like, even when I felt like I was ready, I wasn't sure that I was ready, but I knew I wanted to be with you and I could get ready, And with us coming from our friendship to a relationship, we still learning, and it's been a process coming from friends to being in a relationship. And that brings me to, did you want to add something? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's definitely been a challenge because when we were friends, if we get into a moment, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Cool. Now, there's no talking to you tomorrow. It's just...
You got 5 minutes.
Exactly, to get yourself together. And that's both ways. And it's usually me checking her.
Okay.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
We can discuss this. I didn't know we was going to say that. No,
it's usually me, like just letting her know how things are going to be. But I will say that she's a strong woman too. So whenever there's times that I've been out of line, she's definitely spoken up on those things. And it's some things when you get into a relationship, you don't even realize what your weakness is. And being friends is just like we allow so many things to happen because we're not together. You can't tell me anything. At the end of the day, we're going to be friends tomorrow or the week after. She'll get over it. But now we're in a relationship, you better get your stuff together because tomorrow, nothing is promised tomorrow. And so, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, baby. And that brings us to our next point. I wanted to ask, what would you say the biggest challenge was going from best friends to a relationship? All right.
Having to answer someone was my biggest challenge. Being single for many years, and now you have to answer to someone about why you not responding to my text.
Period.
Why? Don't play with me.
Okay.
Why you not answering the phone?
Period.
Why you not?
This isn't personal, baby. Go ahead.
Don't play with me.
He don't like the word period, y'all.
Why you not responding to my calls, my texts, or something that I know that I may did wrong, and it's just being confronted, but at the same time, it's just the amount of energy that she may put into it, and just like, baby, all that ain't even got to be, used. Like, we can come to a certain agreement. Like, baby, next time do it like this. And so now when we get now we're in a relationship, it's just like, she just wants peace, and it's different in its own way.
Yeah. That's a good point that you made, and it goes both ways. When you come from being single or just past relationships, everybody is different. So I know that I brought a lot of things to the table as far as expectations or ground rules or this is how we gonna do things, and you've done the same things to me. And I really appreciate how you've elevated me as a woman. And it's not about having rules in a relationship. It's about principles and knowing those principles and respecting those principles. So you've taught me a lot how to be in a relationship, but more importantly, how to keep a relationship. So I really do appreciate that. And you got some game about yourself. So I appreciate.
You're stealing my notes.
I appreciate everything that you've taught me. What I would say the biggest challenge was, oh my God, I told you so much as my best friend that I probably would have never told you had I known we would be together. Some stuff I am embarrassed about, but it is what it is because you stuck with me and I love you and thank you for loving me. Next subject. Or did you want to add anything?
I know we're not perfect. And I would just say, when you're in a situation like this, when you friends with somebody and you want that open relationship and you want them to tell you about what they've done in that what they've done in that past, be mindful of those type of situations. You're not going to be able to be free or be happy in a relationship if you're going to hold that person to something that they did before you guys were in a relationship. Right. Don't get me wrong. It may bother you in some type of degree, but it's up to you to allow that situation to get the best of you. You have to be strong suited, man or woman. If it gets to you at a point where you're in a relationship, then you always know the way out. But don't waste that person's time knowing that she told you this because she felt comfortable with telling you was something that was way before y'all two got together. Don't hold on to it because y'all are never going to continue to grow if you continue to hold on to a situation like that.
Right. Very good, baby. And a lot of things that, and I believe that he's speaking in general as well, but a lot of things that I shared with him was because I didn't have certain guidance or I wanted advice from him. So I shared certain situations. And it's just like, now it's out there. Now y'all in a relationship. So I just really thank you for loving me in spite of. And we both experienced things as friends and in the past that we just, it is what it is.
And let me add this. It's not the easiest thing to deal with either. Especially when he or she tell you something from the past, and once you guys get together, you see those things from the past come into the future, to the present, and it's like, damn, this is what you told me about a long time ago, and now here it is. And it could be a person, it could be a situation, whatever the cause may be. It's definitely going to be a challenge, but it's up to you to allow it to either bother you or take it as in, this is who I love. This is who I want to be with. I'm not going to allow that situation to hold me back. I'm thankful enough that she told me the situation, and now I know how to embrace that situation without allowing it to push me back where I don't want to be.
See, there is somebody out there who needed to hear that. I feel like a man gonna hear this and be like, damn, bro, you right. So he needed that. I'm serious. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Now, let's shift gears a little bit. This might catch you off guard. So remember when we were watching that TV show? We only watched one TV show.
Power?
No, Power ain't been on our most recent TV show. You can tell him if you want to. I wasn't going to say anything because you might be embarrassed.
Snowfall?
No, and you know it ain't Snowfall. Anyway, we watched this TV show and Mr. Lawrence, he said if a woman cheats on a man and he take her back, but then he cheats on her, basically it's only right for her to forgive him and take him back, right? So, did y'all hear what I just said? The woman cheats first. The man takes her back. Then he goes out and cheat on her. And she's supposed to take him back. My opinion is, that's foolishness. I'm not taking you back because, no, and we're not talking about me, of course. The woman, she cheated. No, she shouldn't have cheated. But you took her back and you forgave her. And then you went out and you cheated. Now it's just like you just trying to get even. Like, bro, what we doing here? I just don't feel like that's right. But your point, if you remember, you was just saying, well, she cheated first. She cheated. She took him back. I mean, he took her back. So why can't she take him back? Because he did his second. Now he's being spiteful and he's being disrespectful and he's just doing anything. And it's just like, what are we doing now? We just gonna keep cheating on each other?
I don't agree.
Why don't you agree?
And I say I don't agree to a point where, as in, those are not my exact feelings towards that situation. I'm saying it's more to a point where if a woman cheats on a man, let me get this out there first. Women, do you understand the reason why men get so furious when a woman cheats on him? A man can only think on what a man know that what a man may do to a woman sexually. So to visualize what another man is doing to your woman will break you down mentally, physically, emotionally, every state of the mind.
Wow.
And it's just thinking as in like, whatever you do, I'm not saying whatever you guys do is what you do. But a man feels like everything has been broken. Trust, love, anything that you value.
Can I ask you something? That only goes for a man? So a man can only feel like this, that his woman is being this and that with another man? What about all the women who's sitting at home crying because her man ain't came home because he out cheating again?
You going into something different.
Wow,
you just
something
said,
different.
No,
it's the same
no,
thing.
It's
cheating
not,
is cheating.
But you said cheating again. That's not. I'm going to a point as in why men feel that the reason why they do when a woman cheats on them and they can't deal with it, or why they want to go retaliate because of the fact that as in we know what we do on a physical standpoint with the woman, our women, and to visualize or think as in what you do with another man, oh man, you going to another level.
So he can't take it and he just gotta go and cheat.
Exactly. No, not cheat.
Wait,
you said that too fast. You said that too fast.
I don't know.
He goes into a point where it's just like, you did this to me, and I know what I love what you do to me, and you doing this to another man?
You know men cheat more than women, though.
That's a lie.
Oh, go ahead.
So, to go back to what you said, I'm saying is, if you cheat on that person, right, and that person, you forgive that person, right? But if you know that you begged this person to still be with this person, to just, you did so many things, you know how it is. Like, I ain't gonna say you know how it is, but when a woman cheats on a man cheats on a woman, but they do everything in their power to get back with that person, okay? But now you go and do the same thing, but you ain't do it out of retaliation. You did it off on something at the heat of a moment situation. So it's not retaliation. And so once that situation came upon itself, now you're looking at the situation as in, oh, I did it first, so now you gonna go do it. But it wasn't that case. It was just the same situation that you did, because your situation was at the heat of the moment. So I feel like if you did it to me and I forgave you, you should be able to forgive me as well.
All right, listen. Just so y'all know, we ain't never gonna have no situation like this. But the fact that you saying the heat of the moment, as if it just justifies it. And I'm not talking about her, but him, you saying like it's the heat of the moment, just like yours was. Cheating is not an accident. It's not.
It's not.
So it ain't about a heat of the moment. You did what you wanted to do. So it ain't about it just happened out of nowhere. And I mean, she took her dress off and we had left the club. It's just, no, you did what you wanted to do.
I agree. And that's what I'm saying to you, as in, there's no value on cheating with somebody, because you can been intoxicated and slept with a person. But this person could have been sober, right?
So
listen. So if you intoxicated with this, you the woman, you intoxicated with this man, but you come on to him. Just say you come on to him.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave him your goods. But now here it is, a woman who's sober and the man is sober as well, and she gives him his goods. Who's the person in the wrong then? You tell me, because one end you're intoxicated, the other end she's sober. Who's wrong?
Don't give me this liquor excuse though.
No, because I'm telling you, because it's levels to how it goes. Because now you basically saying as in, if it's a he and she thing when it's really not, because you did whatever you wanted to do with the liquor. They say the truth comes out with the liquor.
Yeah.
That's BS. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. The liquor just tempts you to do more.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And you have less power. But at the same time, it gives you more strength to go and do about whatever you wanted to do the whole time. So a sober person, now you in the right mind. So you tell me who's wrong.
You know what? This sounds like we gonna have to finish this in another episode.
I guess so.
I enjoyed you tonight. I was
you.
worried about you. I thought you was gonna be shy and quiet. If you've met him in person, he don't talk. He just be just just standing there watching me and watching his surroundings. But you had a lot of energy tonight, and you gave some great advice and feedback and your perspective, and I appreciate that. I had fun. Did you enjoy it?
I really did.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. We are going to have so many more episodes like this, man versus woman perspectives. We're going to be talking about relationships, dating, cheating, who forgives who did what. So please stick with me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for House Hill Media for hosting. Thank you for all of you who have been supporting me, who's been tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you leave comments. And don't forget about Brokenness That Made Me Whole. You can purchase it on Amazon, Books A Million, Kindle, as well as Apple Books and any Chicago Public Library. There is always more to the story.
Mentally, it was the questions he asked in return, the time he put in studying me, willing to learn. It was him repeating what I said to get a better understanding and to clarify. It was the effort he put in.